I'm Krazer.
And I am Nathan, also known as Rinse the Blogs, but for now you know me as Paperboy supporter.
Alright, so we've got probably our most hotly debated one, yes. Paperboy versus Sephiroth. It's so hotly debated here that we're gonna need a moderator, the Autarch of Flame.
Hey, what's up?
And a lot of you have been pretty vocal about this one, and we did in fact randomly generate every single fight here. As hilarious as this one was, it was indeed randomly generated. We did
it's not hilarious, it's serious.
It's very serious, but it was indeed randomly generated.
How dare you mock Paperboy?
So I think we should get right into the first category, so personality backstory.
It shall be Sephiroth's demise.
I just don't see how a character like Paperboy with zero backstory and
he does have backstory.
Zero personality,
he does have personality,
could beat a guy like Sephiroth. Like he's the definition of a badass. I mean, just burning Nibelheim.
Yeah, Paperboy is.
Thank you, Nathan.
Alright, I'm gonna step in. This is Chewy, but Nathan, please keep your comments to yourself for now. Let Jan speak.
Yes, we know Sephiroth is a mama's boy, but he has a much more interesting backstory than we all seem to give him credit for. Let it rip, Jan.
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta say, Sephiroth just blows Paperboy out of the water. Like, his backstory is just so good. He was the best of the best. He was the best soldier in the Shinra army. He was so good to basically get, like, he was, like, the king. Like, even the company, I guess, president of Shinra had nothing on Sephiroth. He owned the place. When he finally betrayed them, there was nothing they could do about it. He just walked right through the company and kicked everyone's ass. Like, then he tries to become a god and taking over the world. I just don't see how a paper route is a better backstory.
But this paper route was the paper route from hell. Vampires, ninjas, race RC cars, those things that could be really bad. The little nails popping the tires, sewer monsters, haunted houses.
Okay, we get the picture. But what does that all mean? Maybe this is just like the mindless ramblings of the game's developers choosing like random stuff to put as obstacles. Hey, I know! Let's put a ninja in here! Surely ninjas are commonplace in everyday neighborhoods! Sephiroth Nathan?
This is the neighborhood of hell. This thing, he's a devoted boy.
Done! Sephiroth wins! Jan, next category.
Think of the boy! Not the gross-looking man, but let's continue.
So, moving on to character achievements. I'm not sure I even really need to talk about this.
He accomplished the paper route from hell. Like,
he basically defeated an entire army. He, like, killed, like, I don't know, countless enemies. He became almost, like he basically did become a god. Paper route makes some money, kind of a...
He might have killed endless enemies, but did he deliver endless papers?
Paperboy didn't kill a beloved character, and he didn't burn down an entire village.
He could hit people with newspapers.
I'm sorry.
Yeah!
That's a real
accomplishment. We're talking about newspapers.
I'll tell you right now.
Poor juxtaposition, like...
No, before you say this...
Fire, burning
Before you say this,
villages.
this is Krazer talking, not you. Let him talk for himself.
I'll put it this way, Nathan. I can whip a newspaper right now and shut you up, so...
you see the power of Paperboy. You agree to him. So you acknowledge it.
No, I'm saying
he's going for you. Support him.
I can't defeat an entire army, but I sure as hell can whip a newspaper at you. So 2-0 Sephiroth.
That's the power of Paperboy. You're so
iconic status. Who hasn't heard of Final Fantasy VII? I mean, if you even play video games, it is the staple of the RPGs. Like RPGs everywhere. And who leads it? It's not Cloud, it's Sephiroth. He's the boss in the game.
Well, Paperboy's the staple paper route.
I mean, if you've heard of Paperboy before this, grats. Just congrats.
Well, it is an older game.
Yeah, but, I mean, if no one's even heard of this guy...
I have, obviously.
Yeah, but you're like...
You have, obviously.
You and like the 5 other people that's played this game know about this character. So, 3-0 Sephiroth.
But this boy... Papers.
Save it for weapons and a fight.
No.
So
he might have it might be the #1 RPG. He might be iconic in RPG, but is he iconic in the paper route big games?
No, because there are none other. No one cares about paper route games. Who would win in a fight? Next, 3-0 Sephiroth.
All right, so Sephiroth's already won, but like this was just hilarious. Sephiroth could literally like put away his sword, or even give it to Paperboy. Paperboy would not be able to lift the sword.
He would take it to his bike,
and he'd beat the crap out of him with his bare fists. Either that, or Paperboy rides his bike so far away that Sephiroth wins by default.
No, Paperboy will tie the sword to his bike. He'll run directly into Sephiroth.
And Sephiroth will casually step out of the way because of the intense and extreme speed that this bike goes at.
Then he hits him with paper.
Meaning a paper, yes. That would... Sephiroth may blink and grab it, or just
1
plainly
HP down. Many more to go, but 1 HP down.
Nathan, just... Even if... Like I said, put away every one of his weapons, he could just cast fireballs all day at him. You could use his materia spells just to kick his ass from a range. If he had his sword, he's just like, you know, he's riding his bike by, wha-bam, right in half.
He has gone through all this hell. He has to be able to maneuver low, you have to admit that.
You gotta be able to maneuver, but I don't think you can maneuver around blade beams, which travel a hell of a lot faster than a dinky little bike can.
We never know.
So, you know what? 4-0 Sephiroth.
There needs to be a game of this. Laser swords and bikes.
So I guess that's all for this one. Sephiroth takes this one, and so I'm Crazer.
And I'm Rince. I only have one thing to beg of you. Remember Paperboy and the valiant things he has done.
May God bless his eternal, childlike soul.
He did have 4 games.